If you try to make mayonnaise and it's come out like this, keep watching. I have got a beautiful recipe for you. Hi, and welcome to Cook with Mel. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you know when we posted a new recipe. Well, I started off by looking up a magic mayonnaise recipe because, it's 2 ingredients and it's ready in 1 minute. And this is my result. I wasn't very happy with it, and I thought, how many of us are, trying this recipe out and getting the same results and failing? I am a huge fan of Serious Keto here on YouTube, and in me investigating, trying to find a good mayonnaise recipe for myself and you guys, I came across his recipe and it worked out beautifully. I have altered it a little bit in that I haven't added any sweetener because honestly this mayonnaise doesn't need sweetener to me, and also I changed the acid component to a lime juice instead of vinegar or lemon juice. In this video, we're not only going to show you how to make a great mayonnaise recipe, but we're also going to give you 4 other flavors that you can try. We've got a herbed mayonnaise, we've got a ranch, everyone loves ranch, we've got a bacon parmesan, and we've got an amazing garlic aioli. Let's get into the recipe now. I've got here 2 large eggs at room temperature, and they're free range eggs, so make sure you have the good eggs for this recipe, and 3 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of lime juice. Now you can use lemon juice, just something acidic, or perhaps even vinegar, but I'm going to try it with lime juice. Add it all to your egg mixture and whisk that together. That's pretty good. Normally homemade mayonnaise lasts for 3 days, but our next step is going to make your mayonnaise last for 1 month, and we're going to pasteurize this mixture. So how to do that? We are going to microwave your mixture now for a total of 40 seconds, and every 10 seconds you're going to give it a whisk. Once it's come out of the microwave, pour it into your container that you're going to use for your mayonnaise, and it's going to need to be tall, cylindrical, maybe a large glass, or I'm using, this container, and pour it through a sieve, just in case you have any egg pieces that have solidified. Okay, and that's what we are left with, so I'm going to get rid of this. Now add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. For your oils, you can use olive oil, and if you do, make sure it's the extra light, or at least light, because the normal olive oil is just too heavy for mayonnaise. We are going to be using a cup, so that's 237 mils of your extra light olive oil. And also, just a few things when you're using your immersion blender. Yes, have it flat and down on the bottom of the container, But also angle it when you are mixing your mayonnaise so that it grabs, all of the bottom as well. So I'll show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to pour all my oil into my container, and then starting from the bottom, I'm going to have my immersion blender at the bottom and then angle, and then work my way up like that. And here we go. Look at that. We have got mayonnaise. And now we have got mayonnaise, but it is a little bit runny, as you can see, because to me mayonnaise shouldn't be doing this. What needs to happen is it needs to sit in the fridge for a minimum of 4 hours. After refrigeration, your mayonnaise is ready, and have a taste of it, and it tastes a bit like Hellmann's mayonnaise. If you don't know about Hellmann's, it's a good quality mayonnaise and delicious. And now I wanted to give you some variations, and I'm going to show you how to make a herbed mayonnaise. And simply you would add a tablespoon of fresh chives to 1 cup of mayonnaise, and a tablespoon of parsley, and just stir in your herbs. And as I'm working with the mayonnaise, I hope you can tell how thick it is and beautiful. And here's your herbed mayonnaise. I've just sprinkled a little bit of herbs on top to remind myself that this is a herb mayonnaise when I'm helping myself. Next, we're going to make a beautiful ranch dressing, and to a bowl you would add 1 teaspoon of fresh dill, 1 teaspoon of fresh chives chopped, all chopped, 1 teaspoon of parsley, fresh chopped, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I've got here a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice and a 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And I'm just stirring it in together to liquefy the Dijon mustard. Add that to your bowl. 1/2 cup of sour cream. And lastly, 1 cup of mayonnaise. Mix it all together until it's fully combined. Once it's combined, add it back into your container, ready for the fridge. And you should have more than a cup, given that we used a cup of mayonnaise and 1/2 cup of sour cream. There you have it, a beautiful ranch dressing. Next, we're going to do a beautiful bacon parmesan mayonnaise, and for that you'll need 1 cup of mayonnaise again and 1 tablespoon of bacon bits. Now I've just fried up 1 slice of bacon to sort of crispy and then chopped it up, and you add that to your bowl, and 2 tablespoons or 20 grams of finely grated parmesan, and of course your 1 cup of mayonnaise. Mix that all together until it's fully combined. Wow, it smells so good. And pour it back into your jar, ready for storage. And just going to sprinkle some few bacon bits yet again to let me know what flavor I'm going to be digging into when I have this, and of course a bit of parmesan. And lastly, we've got a beautiful garlic aioli recipe for you. So to a bowl, you would only be using 1/2 cup of mayonnaise this time, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and lastly 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And I've sifted my garlic powder just because it can get lumpy sometimes, so if yours is lumpy, that's what you can do. Okay, we're just going to combine this now, and we'll pour it into our jar when it's ready. And here is my garlic aioli fully combined. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I'm just gonna sprinkle some black pepper, because with all these mayonnaise I'm doing, I might get quite confused. And there you have it, 5 beautiful recipes that you can do with your mayonnaise. You have bacon parmesan, a beautiful herbed mayo, and this ranch is so beautiful, you will not have another. And of course our plain mayonnaise. It looks plain next to all the others, but it's a beautiful recipe just like Hellmann's. And finally, a garlic aioli. If you're in the US, this garlic aioli sauce tastes just like the one from Five Guys. If you're out in Australia, it tastes like the one from Grilled. And if you're out in New Zealand, it tastes just like the one from Burger Fuel. Do have a taste of your mayonnaise after you've made it and see if you need some salt and pepper. I don't need any, so I'm leaving mine as is. I hope you enjoyed this video. I found it really cool making these mayonnaise recipes, and I hope you get to make them too. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and be well.